Hello everyone, welcome to SharePointCafe.net. This is part 4 for AG900 exam preparation and this is the last part as well. So if you want to watch the part 1, 2 and 3 of this AG900 exam preparation, you can check the video description. I have shared the link. Okay. So the first topic in this part will be Azure compliance, privacy and governance. So Azure policy allows you to manage compliance of resources across multiple Azure subscription. You can create group of policy. It is called initiative. So group of policy is called initiative. Azure provides some predefined initiatives which is UK official, HIPAA, PCDI, PCI, DSS, etc. They are meant for their specific purposes. If you want to prevent a specific size of VM creation in your Azure subscription, then you can apply policy which will prevent this action. Azure blueprints are the combination of one or more policy, role, ARM template, resource group. ARM template is basically Azure Resource Manager template which will come later into this part. Resource lock feature is used to prevent from accidental deletion or modification of resources. So basically there are two types of resource lock available in Azure portal. They are read only lock and delete lock. So read only lock is basically users can read but they can't modify or delete the resource. Delete lock is users can read, modify but they can't delete it. And you can apply multiple lock on a resource. It means if you can apply read lock and delete lock on both on a single resource. The resource lock can be applied to a subscription, resource groups or resource and it inherits the same. So for example, if you applied a lock or read lock on resource group, then all the resources available in this resource group, in that resource group will be automatically applied. So service trust portal allows you to check standard and regulation. So service trust portal is a tool or a service in Azure service where you can check the standard and regulation. GDPR, General Data Protection Regulation. It is introduced to provide security to personal data for the people in Europe. Azure government can be used by US government employees, entities and contractors. So Azure government policy or initiative cannot be used by any other people apart from US government employees, entities and contractor. Azure China is not operated by Microsoft. So 21 VNet company is there which operates Azure in China and they follow China telecommunication regulation. Next topic is Azure cost management. Capital expenditure. The money spent to buy infrastructure and the cost to maintain this infrastructure is called capital infrastructure, capital expenditure. For example, paying a software on cost on lease and owning a physical data center. Next one is operation expenditure, OPEX. Money spent to consume a service or product is called operation expenditure. For example, Azure function, Azure VM provisioning. TCO or total cost of ownership is used to estimate the cost savings you calculate after migrating your workloads to Azure. Pricing calculator is to estimate the cost of Azure services that you are planning to use. So there are differences in TCO and pricing calculator. Pricing calculator is basically to estimate the cost before you are moving to Azure. But TCO is basically to estimate the cost once you have deployed your workloads to Azure. So TCO is used to compare your previous prices. So what cost you were bearing earlier and what cost you are bearing currently with after moving to Azure. So that you can compare with the help of TCO. Inbound data from on-premise to Azure is free. So data transferring from on-premise data center to Azure will not be chargeable. Outbound traffic will be chargeable. So outbound traffic from Azure to on-premise is not free. Data traffic between Azure service in same region or availability zone is free. So there could be a question, data traffic from Azure service or Azure service, so there could be question like data traffic between Azure service is always free. The answer is no, it is not always free, because if the data transfer is happening between Azure service within same region, then it is free, otherwise it is not free. The next topic is Azure IoT, Big Data, AI and Machine Learning related. Azure IoT Hub is used to manage message hub for IoT enabled devices, which allows you to present reports programmatically. On the other side, Azure IoT Central, it is IoT hub with dashboard. So it represents reports with UI instead of programming. Azure Sphere, it provides comprehensive solution for IoT devices with high security. So the devices which needs high level of security, there we can use Azure Sphere. So it is useful in voting machine, ATM, point of sale device where high security needed. Big data solution, for end-to-end analytic solution of big data to run complex queries, we can use Azure Synapse Analytics. It is earlier known as Azure SQL database, data warehouse. Azure Databricks, it is an Apache Spark based analytics service. Azure Cognitive Service, which is a pre-built machine learning that is used for language service, vision service, text to speech service. Azure DevOps. So Microsoft Azure DevOps helps in continuous integration, deployment and integration. Basically it helps in CI/CD process. Azure Dev Test Lab, it allows you to quickly create environments using reusable templates and artifacts. It allows you to create Windows and Linux environment quickly. With Azure Dev Test Lab, you can set automated shutdown to minimize the cost and your budget. ARM. ARM stands for Azure Resource Manager. So ARM template is to implement infrastructure as a code in Azure. ARM template is a JSON based file which defines the infrastructure and related configuration. For example, you can create a VM and SQL database of your required configuration from Azure portal. If you have been asked to create the same environment, then you have to do the same task multiple times. So you have to repeat the same steps. So instead of doing that, you can create ARM template and you can create the same environment with the JSON file quickly. So that's all for this topics, and now we will move to question and answers. The first one is, traffic from on-premise data center to Azure cloud is always free. Sorry, the spelling mistake is there. Free. Answer is yes. Data transfer between Azure services within same region is chargeable. The answer is no, it is not chargeable. Outbound traffic from Azure is not always free. Answer is true, because if it is in same region, then it is free, otherwise it is not free. You have already applied read lock to one of your resource. Now you want to apply delete lock as well on the same resource. Is it possible? Yes, you can apply multiple lock on a single resource. The next, GDPR is introduced to provide security to personal data for the people, and for which country? So which continent? It's for European people. Next is, you want to track companies' regulatory standards and regulation such as ISO 27001. Which service can help you on this? That is regulatory compliance, which is in service portal. You are interested to know about how and what Microsoft processed data for what purpose. Which service will you use? The answer is Microsoft Online Service Privacy Statement. Which Azure service helps you to manage version control of your source code? The answer is Azure Repos. Now, your team is working on a project where your manager asked you to create multiple testing environments for each team on daily basis. Now, you need to automate this process to deploy Azure resource quickly. Which Azure service will will you use? The answer is Azure Resource Manager template, ARM template, which is a JSON based file, and with that you can do this process with the automation. You want to process the data coming from millions of sensors to you have to process the data coming from millions of sensors. Which Azure service will help you on this? The answer is Azure IoT Hub. So that's all for this video, guys. Hope you like this, the complete series of AJ900 exam preparation. I'll share the blog link in video description. You can check there, and please like my video and please subscribe to the channel. Thank you for watching this video. Have a nice day. Bye bye.